Welcome in to the Arizona versus Duke live watch along, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, can I get a bear down, go Cats in the chat for sure? Start this game off with the right vibes. Duke came out to a 2-point lead to start this one. Jaden Bradley on the dribble drive, mid-range is good.
Gonna need a lot of those.
You are gonna need a lot of those. It's good to see Jaden Bradley's jump shot go
Falling
in
early
first.
here?
Yeah. This is the 30th Sweet 16 appearance for Duke.
Cares. Overrated.
Come on, Maluak. Yeah. So the first two possessions, Duke has run a Maluak Flagg pick and roll as a part of their looks here.
Oh, come on.
Arizona gets that ball. Yeah, Arizona gets that ball out on Flagg.
I was like, are we really gonna? It's gonna be the type of night where it bounces off a Duke player's foot straight to the next Duke player in the vicinity. Like if that went in any other direction, it's Arizona basketball. But thankfully, foot out of bounds there. ADO with the ball early, Kevin.
Love that. JB, a little step through, missed it. Gotta have those.
Dude, he misses some bunnies, I feel like, sometimes. Where it's like...
Knipple takes ADO off the dribble. ADO should go sit down.
Knipple can get to the hoop, though.
I didn't say he couldn't.
That's on Caleb right there. Caleb got lost.
Big
Jaden
three
had to,
for Sion Jones.
Jaden had to step up and grab his man.
ADO, two dribbles past the ball.
Sion James came from Tulane. Is it James or Jones?
Proctor with some strong defense there. I don't know. Proctor with some strong defense there on Caleb Love. Made it hard for him to get to his spot. Transition pass from Flagg was beautiful. Maluak missed the dunk with the contest by Awaka. I'm honestly surprised it kind of wasn't.
Are you running play-by-play?
I'm surprised it wasn't a foul. ADO for three?
How about that, Kevin? In your
ADO
face.
for three. Bang. 3 letters, 3 points.
Tie ball game.
Proctor with the floater. Foul on JB.
Yeah, James.
What did I say, Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, he was at Tulane for 4 years, averaged 14 points per game at Tulane last year, now a starter at Duke. What a come up. What a come up. Cooper Flagg posting up, taking a three here.
You can't get lost on that.
That feels
they've run that
good.
I think Arizona got lost on that slip because
foul.
Duke has run that same set like 3 of the first. I think they've had 5 possessions where Maluak sets a hard screen and then rolls. But that time he kind of half set the screen and slipped. And I think Arizona, kind of maybe forgot their assignment there. ADO flyby. Bang.
Cooper Flagg, where are you going? Right across the chest, Kevin.
He's unbelievable.
He said Kevin Thomas thinks I should not play in this game. Hey Shane, can I get an update on the ADO minutes tracker? And can you put all of them as the answer? This guy's unbelievable.
Look, again, I said this on so many shows.
ADO!
I say what I say about ADO, but I'm glad to be wrong.
The rim protector.
Yeah.
Not in his paint, Kevin.
For sure, man. But yeah, no. ADO, really strong start to this game.
That's not good from Caleb Love.
If you are ADO, this is the start that you had to have to be able to play your way onto the court here. Knipple with the hard drive. Tobe Awaka allows the bucket there.
I don't like the matchups that were going on that possession. Trey Townsend on Cooper Flagg, Tobe Awaka on Knipple. And it's not like they had like a bunch of time to switch or anything. It looked like that was off the inbounds. Need that.
Can I get a Trey in the chat? Oh my God. Trey Townsend with the
and
3.
ADO answering the questions early, Kevin, about whether or not they can play in this basketball game. But
indeed,
Arizona going to need to shoot like this for long stretches of this game, Kevin.
Yeah.
Love it. And they're shooting their best at the right time. They've been shooting lights out for the better part of, 5 games now or so.
One thing that we did not touch on in the pregame show were my keys to the game, but it's all good because I got it on that preview. So, I mean, if you're feeling froggy, go check that out, I guess. But one of my keys to the game was a quick start offensively specifically because I know, we talked about it on the show. Like, you can't fall down 19-4 against Duke, but, like, that's obvious, right? And, like, the thing for Arizona for me in this matchup, and we're kind of seeing the opposite right now for Cooper Flagg, who has been struggling with his shot to start in this one outside of that open 3 that he took, is Arizona, you can't have your shots not falling in this game. You have to see them go through early. And I think that seeing players like ADO, Jaden Bradley, Trey Townsend have their shots go through early, Damon, gives me a lot of encouragement throughout the rest of this game as Vassar gets doubled, makes a good decision out to JB behind the back. Free throw line, bank is open.
What an
late at night, the bank is open.
But it might be our night. It might be that kind of night.
Late at night in Newark. Late at night in Newark, the bank is open for Jaden Bradley. Very special customer. 8-2 run over the last minute 45.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, that's off. Oh,
I feel like maybe this is just conjecture, but I almost feel like Duke looks a little tight offensively. I don't know how you feel about it. I feel like Duke is looking a little tight offensively right now.
But I mean, I think that's what we highlighted as one of the weaknesses, right? That's what our that's what our analysis broke down to, Kevin. I would say we should toot our own horn a little bit here.
Yeah, no, I think our analysis was spot on here, Damon. We are, the greatest podcasters / geniuses known to man. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now watching along with us, experiencing this experience as we experience it. Love that for all of us involved. Shout out Erica, Patricia, Josh, Howard, Shape, Crooked Commie. I don't know. Crooked Comish. I don't know. Everybody in the chat. Crooked Commish. Sorry, my English is failing me tonight. But Arizona, I think this is about as realistically good of a start as you could have expected, right, Damon?
Mm-hmm.
I think that this has been a huge start for the Arizona Wildcats in this game. We got some interesting close-ups in this commercial. I'm not going to lie to you. Interesting close-ups of people eating some interesting food. Luke, also in the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to you as well in the chat. Clark, we appreciate you for being here, but I can't co-sign that message.
What'd he say?
And Javier, yeah, no, I am sorry to ADO. I did say that if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. That's we talk a lot.
Javier, he owes an apology. That's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm at.
I just said I'm happy to be wrong, and I was gonna finish my sentence by saying I talk a lot, and I'm sorry, Anthony Delorso. You've come out in the first
Shane actually did it.
3 minutes, and you played really, really well. So credit to Anthony Delorso. This team needs that kind of shooting in this game.
All of them.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
Please.
All of them, Damon.
Javier, I think there might be a time where we look back on this point in the season and we say Kevin didn't do enough in terms of an apology, but maybe after the fact.
Can we finish the first half?
Maybe after
first?
the fact we can get a written apology.
Can we see some? He played a great last 5. He hit the most clutch free throws against Oregon. He was garbage in the first half.
And folks, if you didn't hear that, that's Kevin Thomas rooting against the Arizona Wildcats for his takes to be correct.
No, I'm just saying, can we not celebrate too early? Like, you know what I mean? Like ADO has hit a bunch. Oh, that's crazy. The Duke mascot has a U of average headband on right now.
Hilarious.
But the headband is not actually. The headband is.
Dude, that's high level stuff. I could see how Duke is such a high level institution.
Yeah.
Because I don't think an Arizona grad ever could have come up with something so intelligent.
And I was gonna say, Damon, Duke very well funded as well, right? That headband was not a headband. It was just a piece of masking tape with Sharpie on it.
Lots of effort.
Lots of thought went into that.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Love off the screen from Vassar.
You can just tell by
early
the way,
Carter Bryant minutes.
You can just tell by the way that Duke is, playing defense that this is like a different caliber of team than Arizona's used to playing. Houston is like this as well, but they're just all over you, right?
Yeah, very active defensively, Duke.
Yeah, and
deep JB3,
and you're having to take shots like that. But luckily,
you need offensive boards. I don't like that he dribbled that. Like
bounces are going your way right now, which is where you want to be.
JB getting aggressive.
Can I get a call?
Huge tough shot there by JB. Gonna need more tough shots.
Should be a foul on Cooper Flagg. We should have started. That's what we should have done. Counter. We should have done a Cooper Flagg hypothetical foul counter. Just check. And that is Cooper Flagg's 11th foul of the night with 10:50 to go here in the second half.
Ooh. This is a player that you and I don't think even mentioned once in our preview of this, but a player that I'm really interested to see how Duke utilizes against Arizona's size in this matchup is Patrick Ngongba. Like, I'm really interested to see how they utilize him. I saw him play against Baylor. He has 8 blocks in his last 3 games, Damon. Really, really interesting. Another freshman for this Duke team. So number 21 on your television screens at home. So in white.
Henry's getting worse at free throws each passing game, I think. He was pretty cash at the beginning portion of the season. He's been brutal recently.
He's probably, I mean, again,
he's down to 67%.
Speculation here, but he's probably maybe playing a little tight. You know what I mean? Like maybe a little bit in his own head at the free throw line because of the tournament. Possibly.
Just need free throws in this game.
You don't want to be the shook ones. You know what I mean?
Erica, I am prepared to be moved. Being on air for this is crazy.
Bro, shout out to Anish in the chat who said, took 3 acid reflux pills before the game. You're going to need them. I'm telling you right now.
Anish, I'm going to need them if Proctor is just going to nail
great pass
threes like that all game
That's
long.
A tough shot.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like all of these shots are tough.
I feel like,
even the ones that are ADO shots were not tough. But outside of the ADO threes, all of the shots have been tough as Proctor gets another good look. Damn.
I'm not happy with. I'm not really the body language doctor, but I don't love that Vesar's like really eager to look for fouls in this one. Like on like before that most recent possession that just happened where he had the foul on the floor, he was grabbing the board like already with the hands like this. You know what I mean? It got knocked out of his hands because he's grabbing it, feeling contact, and going, "Well, I'm being fouled." And you can't play like that in this game.
No, you can't.
You cannot be the first team to cry to the refs in this game. You cannot be. Got to stay locked in. 3 for Duke is no good.
Good rotation there on defense.
Yeah,
it's just how are you going to create easy buckets versus Duke? I think is where you're at right now. Like you got to create turnovers or something because I don't think playing half court like this is sustainable all game versus a team like this for Arizona. They're just not good enough in the half court to beat Duke in a half court basketball game unless it goes completely their way. I mean, like if you play it 100 times and it goes like this, Kevin, I feel like maybe you win. I don't know, 5 of them. Like I'm not saying it's impossible, but you got to have a lot of shots go down your way. See, like that's a play like that. Like to me, that looked like he just tripped. Thank you to everybody that's here in the chat. We appreciate you guys. We got 40 watching on YouTube alone right now, and a few more on the Twitter streets. So
I will say,
make sure you guys, if you're on Twitter, come on over to YouTube, watch with us, and drop a like on this video.
I will say, Damon, you mentioned how many viewers we have right now. We had more viewers when Anthony Delorso was in the game. So
this is true.
I don't know if that's neither here nor there, but maybe I need to get on the ADO train here for the sake of our pod.
Didn't love that pass in from Carter. That low scoop bullet. Let's be a little bit more determined with the basketball, I think.
Sending the double at Caleb Love.
Dude, Caleb hasn't gotten an inch of space, man.
No. I will say Arizona's bigs, for the most part, I've noticed that the Duke is sending 2 on the catch pretty much below the free throw line for, oh, geez. Tobe losing all types of balance. But no, I'm noticing Duke sending a double at Arizona once they catch it below the free throw line. At least they're bigs. I think Tobe Awaka did a good job of not 1 traveling and not 2 turning the ball over there. Vesar, I think, is going to figure that out throughout the course of this game. So far, it's been 50-50, I feel like, for him dealing with the doubles. It's gonna be interesting, like you said, to see how Arizona can use Duke's defense against them and create some open looks as they find those within the offense.
Yeah. Just got to find some high percentage looks.
Mm-hmm.
how can you get to the rim against this team?
Great point. Yeah.
Because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Like they're KJ Lewis, Caleb Love, Jaden Bradley are usually able to get to the rim versus everybody. And Jaden Bradley has a switch of a 6'10" dude on him who's sticking with him in his hip pocket, Kevin.
Indeed. Indeed, they do, Damon Dog. Damon Dog. You know, this car commercial would be a lot better if it was a Sanderson Ford commercial.
Damn right. Sanderson Ford.
I was going to do a little jig for your little jingle. I'll trade a jig if you trade a jingle.
Mm. Bear down Arizona later tonight after the W. How are we feeling right now?
Feeling good. Feeling... I don't know. Feel the stakes are high, Damon Dog. Feeling good, but not too sure of anything right now. Arizona's
it's early, even though
it's one of those
it's
games.
Been a decent amount of game time, but you're still feeling the other team out.
Yeah, and it's kind of like my response to the ADO thing of like, this game is still in the early stages. You can't really draw any conclusions about anything yet, in regards to players, results, nothing. And so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this one plays out. So far, you have to like the start that you have for Arizona. You're keeping this one close. You're being physical. Duke has really yet to implement their pace onto this game.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a fight for that pace. Yet I wouldn't say Arizona has dictated the pace either. It's kind of been a battle, a tug of war, if you will, for that, deciding where the game is going to be played. But in terms of how I feel good. I think this is a great start for Arizona, a great realistic start for Arizona. Obviously, a great start would have been ADO coming out hitting 4 threes and, Caleb Love with a dunk and Arizona's up 19-4 like Oregon was, right? But realistically, I think, your shooters have been shooting. ADO making them, right? That's a huge, huge plus.
Trey Townsend
making them.
Cash money.
JB, Jaden Bradley making them.
Yeah.
So the ones that need to get their shot going or have got their shot going. Caleb Love is Caleb Love. I'm really not worried about Caleb Love seeing him go through early or not. He's going to have that mentality no matter what. So encouraging start if you're an Arizona Wildcat fan. If you're a Duke fan, not too much to be like worried about, I would say so far, right?
I would have loved to see Caleb let that fly.
This is pretty much just like a normal close tournament game right now.
KJ's got Maluak on him. He can draw a foul. Get him the rock.
KJ Lewis, hezzy drive, tough take.
Man.
Now you got a mismatch
take.
Coming the other way. Tyrese Proctor behind the back. That was almost nasty. They call a foul. Damn.
That's a weak call, man. You can't let Proctor get going, which, he looks like he's trying to rev up a little bit right here to me, Kevin. But man, do I hate that call a lot. Calling a second foul on Jaden Bradley on some bullshit like that.
Tobe getting out of position there as well. Foul on Maluak as he goes over the back, trying to get the tip board there.
Either.
Really?
Arizona had the basketball. I don't think you need to blow your whistle there.
I mean, I'll take the call on their.
No, yeah, it's a foul.
Yeah.
You put Trey Townsend in a headlock.
Yeah. No points. That's a second. Ooh, I did not realize that was his second foul.
Yeah, and Proctor out, which
wow. That's actually massive.
I'm doing cartwheels in my head right now. Proctor or Flagg on the floor at all times for this team, you think?
Yeah.
From a ball handling perspective. Sure.
Maluak with 2 early fouls is huge.
Another drawn foul
in my opinion.
on Ngongba.
Wow. A lot was made, Damon. You and I surprisingly didn't really dig into the weeds on this too much, but
Walker fouled Ngongba there.
Yeah, he did. But Duke has not gotten, and that's his second, Damon. And Duke has not gotten the whistle.
That's Ngongba's second?
Yes. Duke has not gotten the whistle that we thought they might get in this game.
Well, Man.
Tobey picks up the charge.
I'm not going to say that. I think Arizona's gotten called for a couple ticky-tacky things, but I will say that it's big that Duke's fouls are against their big men.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't care if James fouls out.
It's 2 guys with 2 rather than like a bunch of guys with 1.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being hyperbolic, but like Sion James could foul out of this matchup right now, and I don't think it would really, you know what I mean, change how Arizona approaches this one.
Yeah.
But I think if Mollywock and Ngangba are both in foul trouble, this game changes completely on its head, in my opinion.
Was that
Cooper Flagg keeps that alive.
That's a travel.
They call a foul on the floor.
I mean, bro is running in place.
I do love that though from KJ, that he really didn't complain too much about that call. He kind of did the hand in the cookie jar like, oh.
I mean, he literally went like this at the ref.
But then my point was, the very next thing that he did with his hands, almost in the same second, was this. Calm. Like he was trying to tell everyone else, like, okay, I see myself freaking out, but
I think he's trying to tell Tommy he's good, which because Tommy sometimes has a quick trigger with KJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the fouls, I think because that's his second foul, right?
I mean, yeah. Let me check. Two on KJ Lewis.
Yeah, I think he was telling Tommy he's good. Toby can hit that shot.
Townsend catch and fire,
quick,
and it is landed in the Hudson River. Now, if you're Arizona, you got to get Tobey Waka holding his face after the scram for the ball there. Looks like he's in some pain. Maybe got poked in the eye, possibly. He's holding his eye. Let's see the replay coming up here. Oh, this is the KJ. Here it is. Oh. It does look like Tobey Waka got poked in the eye on the reach there. Waka's still down. If you're Arizona, you have to get the offense going here in the next couple possessions. You're down 4. Duke's starting to build a little bit of momentum here, I feel like, Damon.
Yeah. You got to stop the bleeding while you can.
Yeah, the shots that were falling early, not necessarily falling.
Can't let them hit like 2 threes here and get it to 10 early.
Correct.
Like that. Yeah.
Correct. Kind of like you were alluding to, we both were alluding to, if you're Arizona, you got to get easier shots. You got to get downhill. You got to find a way to get downhill. Find a way to open up that mid-range. And, little score update. Arkansas, 8-5 right now over the Big 12 brothers Tech from Texas Tech. You're a Big 12 loyalist, right? Like you're rooting for all the Big 12 teams.
I am.
That's my understanding of it.
Yeah, I'll go Houston, go Tech. Of course, go Cats.
Honestly, Houston can lose. I don't care.
Obviously, if we have to play Houston, yes, Houston can lose. But I think if sadly somehow we are out tonight, Kevin, or before we would potentially play Houston, I got no problem with Houston.
Yeah.
Looks
I'd
good
rather avoid Houston like the plague, to be honest with you.
I know. I'm saying like I don't want to play them, but if we're not going to win it, I wouldn't mind if they won it potentially.
I don't know why, but I feel like I would mind. That would suck.
That's a charge.
ADO getting
Delso is fired up.
He is.
Can he play more minutes than all of them? Wait, they called that a...
I saw them call it a block. Yeah.
That's a charge and a half.
A little bit of confusion there.
That dude's out of control. Lowering his shoulder like Derrick Henry. Eject him, honestly. Sion James should be ejected for that. That's disgusting. That's gross. Was the UFC with a 6'12" elbow?
Looks like they're switching it to a block based on the bench reaction here.
Shocker.
Tommy doing the shocked point. Almost pulling a Damon Dog classic there. He literally looks befuddled. Like he looks beside himself. Like he can't believe that was changed.
What?
What is going on? It looks like the refs don't know what's going on either, though. They were set to inbound the ball, and then they weren't. And now they are inbounding the ball, and it's Duke's ball. What is happening?
I think they call it double foul.
Double foul? What? A foul on Vasar? What is? And then a three from Knippel. What?
Huge exchange there.
I
Huge
could 11-0
turnaround.
run from Duke over the last 5. I could not be more confused right now.
That is a big call.
It's a huge swing in this game. Again, Arizona's offense, like Duke is doing an incredible job of.
Hate that shot, but it goes in. Needed it so bad. I mean, you've never needed anything more than that shot.
Yeah, it's true. Oh my God. What a light call. But as I was saying, Duke is doing a great job of applying on-ball pressure, making it really hard for Arizona's ball handlers to get downhill, get to their spots.
For sure.
Doing a great job of using their length that they're number 1 in the nation for to slide, stay in front of guys. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a challenge for Arizona to get downhill because Caleb Love's not going to make one of those shots every time down the court. So, yeah. It's kind of, honestly, I almost feel like this is a real inflection point in this game as Henry Vasar picks up a foul there on the drive from James.
Which makes the Henry Vasar foul somehow that he picked up earlier massive, right?
Yeah.
If it was indeed on Henry Vasar, I guess I don't know for a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty brutal turnaround right there. Could use a shot here. It is the first half, but that's a foul and 1. And I think you need Henry Vasar to have some moments here where he goes on runs like he has all season by himself. It's giddy ball.
47 footers.
Massive shot from Henry Vasar. All things considered, Kevin, if you hit this, you can hit this free throw here, be down 2. You got him where you want him.
Look, like if you're as Arizona, you just have to give yourself a shot to win the game, to be in it in the last 5 minutes. That's all you really got to do.
Yeah.
Like this first half kind of matters not as long as you're just close. Like if you're up, you're up. If you're down by 2, you're down by 2. If you're down by 5, you're down by 5. If you're up by 5, you're up by 5. But like you got to give yourself a chance to win it, which is something that Arizona did not do at home in November in McHale. Yeah, so hopefully Arizona can keep this one close. Maybe Arizona can take a lead into the half. That would be ideal, obviously. But yeah, Arizona early in this one giving themselves a chance to win this game.
Here's a thing. I guess I'll bring it up to you, Kevin, in regards to like the charge block situation. And this is just a generality, not specifically with this particular play, but this is a good example of it. I've long felt that, everyone's always like, well, his feet are moving. But I've long felt that if a driver lowers his shoulder and goes straight into the space of a defender, like the defender is allowed to be in a space. You know what I mean? Like you obviously can't impede space, but you're allowed to stand where you are. ADO wasn't really full scale sliding. He has 1 foot. He has 1 foot off the ground, 1 foot on the ground, and then he gets literally a shoulder put into his sternum and knocked over.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like that's an out of control drive. That is an offensive foul in my opinion. I've long felt that where it's like I just there are certain things where it's deeper than just the feet. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the rule. I'm trying to like find like the exact rule. But yeah, Damon, I've always just like, you know me, I don't get into the weeds on the calls and stuff. I feel like, in my opinion, if I see like feet movement, feet sliding, like I'm inclined to like give benefit of the doubt to the block anyway. But yeah, no, I definitely get where you're coming from.
like if
it
you're just
wasn't,
out of
yeah,
if you just think you're fucking Saquon Barkley,
yeah,
all of a sudden it's like so he can just get away with anything because the guy wasn't able to slide over completely fast
Yes.
enough to put 2 on the ground, go like that. You know what I mean? Like
Arizona only 1 assist so far in this game. That's gotta change.
and it checks out because they've made a lot of tough buckets
Yeah.
to keep
Lot
this
of
one
ISO
close.
ball.
And it hasn't been a lot of ball movement and flowing basketball.
It was really
hasn't.
funny. Mikhail Madness, we were doing a preview, and the great Corey Williams said that that Arizona's gonna have to take Duke off the dribble 1-on-1, and that they don't have Duke doesn't have 1-on-1 defenders, right? ISO defenders. And
Cool stat.
what was that?
It was a cool stat.
What was it?
Oh, it was Arizona's 7-7 all time versus 1 seeds in the tournament, which obviously is a great record against 1 seeds. And then that is with just an unbelievable finish from
That's
Cooper
NBA
Flagg.
right there.
Yeah, and
It's a grown man.
what's it called? That's 4th most all time.
Wow.
The stuff they don't bring up, Kevin.
True. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Corey Williams was talking about the ISO ball off the dribble, and people in the chat were kind of calling him out, like saying like, "Well, you must not know Duke. Duke has some of the best ISO defenders in the league. How could you be top this and top that in KenPom and not have good ISO defenders?" Well, you're looking at it right now. Like Arizona is able to take these guys off the dribble at
Great
times.
pass.
They have to make the really tough shots. But they have the skill to do it.
Could be a foul. Love to see a slow motion replay of that. Bang. Don't let Caleb get hot. Kevin, do not let him get hot.
You can't.
Hate the ADO on Knipple matchup.
Good tip
poke
by Carter.
I love the showmanship by Carter to point the other direction. He knows he touched it, but it's like it's not about that. It's about trying to change the ref's mind. It's a big game.
Hell yeah, Howard! Turn up the heat. See love. Great cut. That's where Duke is like incredibly dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Is the stuff off the ball when your defense is trying to make an adjustment to the first action. Cooper Flagg specifically, anytime he's in that corner, you have to watch his drives.
Yeah, they move.
Yes. If they're parents, they were showing the flags. That's crazy.
Way to draw a foul, Trey.
I always forget that Gillis is on Duke. He's
Mario,
just such like
it is currently 6:07 left. Trey Townsend just got fouled. He's about to shoot free throws. And the score is NCIS is getting
28-26.
28-26. Chance to tie the game here. Or I guess Townsend made a free throw. Guess we're behind, Kevin.
Tournament Trey. Let's go.
Erica, are you serious? I find that extremely hard to believe.
Honestly, I don't know if I do find it hard to believe. I feel like Tommy's been giving Conrad Martinez some sporadic random minutes in this tournament to just do his thing. Am I wrong?
No, but this is a little bit of different gravy.
I mean, you've been on
ASU and Duke had a notoriously, back and forth game earlier, Shane. Yeah, it was close. Went to the wire.
Conrad Martinez is in the game. But Damon, you were kind of talking a little bit of ish on Conrad Martinez inadvertently.
By saying we need a backup point guard?
Correct.
Carter Bryant loses
People
the
in your
rebound,
mentions.
which of course is going to lead. That's a travel. He picked his foot up off the ground. Should have been a foul, probably. Should have been an N1. Yeah, I said we need a backup point guard because I want a backup point guard that I trust with the ball in his hands against like a team like Houston. You know?
Oof. And yeah, Zeke, we got 30 to 27 with 5:32 left on our side of things. Quick little stoppage and play. Yes, Luke. Basketball is going on. Correct. It is March Madness. It is tournament time. Nothing could be sweeter than the Sweet 16 right now. I don't know how I feel about these basketballs with faces on them. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. I like the star face. I like the one
that
with
felt
the
like a
Christmas
Shane
hat.
conversation. I wish you were listening to Kevin when they had the basketball faces on the screen. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know you are.
Some of them are weird, some of them are good.
Yesterday, Shane,
I guess I'm all in.
On the Suns watch along, we just named good and bad 2K players for like the last 40 minutes of the show while the Suns were down 30. You would have loved it.
Conrad!
I was standing right there.
Oh my God, Conrad Martinez. Oh my God. Conrad just threw the ball into New York. My God, dude.
So not really turning the ball over a lot right now, but
Conrad Martinez.
This is what I'm saying to you, Kevin, and I've been saying it about Conrad and about ADO specifically, right? You can't have those guys out on the floor if they're going to turn the ball over. Like, it just can't happen, frankly. If Conrad Martinez, your 5'8" backup point guard, is going to be out there, he literally cannot turn it over. And throwing the ball 20 feet out of bounds is unacceptable. Had a chance to take the lead.
Ow. I am so hungry for a Caleb Love bucket right
Need
now.
it, Conrad. Bang! That's why he's out there, Kevin. And I wish you'd stop talking shit on his name.
Why? Every time I talk, I criticize an Arizona player, they play well and make me look dumb.
It was me that was talking on
Conrad. Oh, well, I just tweeted Conrad Martinez minutes in the Sweet 16 ? So I guess we're both in that boat. Oh my word!
Oh my God!
Oh
he
my!
Just gets take him out.
If James had snatched that ball back, Conrad is on a highlight reel right now.
Is that now the biggest three of Conrad's life, or is the ASU one still bigger?
I think the ASU 3 is. I think the ASU 3 is still bigger.
Yeah.
That brings your net down to 150.
Mm-hmm. That was lofty from Del Orso. It was a NBA sharpshooter 3-point. It was like a Duncan
Conrad
Robinson
on Cooper?
3.
Oh my God!
Out of bounds. That way.
So speaking of point guards that were 55, Conrad Martinez and
34, 32. Arizona with a chance to tie after this commercial break.
Darrell Wright?
We got 3:45.
Darrell Wright was a wing, though.
3:46.
DeLon was a point guard, yeah. Yeah.
But Darrell Wright, 2K? Holy.
Oh, Darrell Wright's Heat legend. Champion.
What are y'all on about over there?
Well, I was saying that in the Suns watch along yesterday, the Suns were down so bad, Kevin, that it became a conversation about who are good and bad 2K players that like specifically for 2K like role players. So I got Shane on the kick, and now he's just giving me 2K players.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, y'all. We appreciate you all. Bear down, go Cats. If you're not an Arizona Wildcat fan, how did you get here? But we appreciate you being here and showing us some love and watching this great game along with us.
You're a red-blooded American, and you hate the Duke Blue Devils like the rest of us. God damn it. I love it, Kevin.
Yeah. This is a great game. This is incredible hoop. Whether you hate it or love it, this is incredible hoop. And some people in the chat, maybe we need to send a wellness check on some of these people. Luke needs his vitals taken. Erica's literally screeching every second. That can't be good for your vocal cords. So, Damon, we might have to leave and like send the troops out to check on our peoples. You know what I mean?
Give Erica a phone call.
Medic!
Hit our guy
I
Luke
need a
up.
medic! You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Guys, we will be live for halftime. We're going to just keep it rolling, and we'll give you a quick little halftime show as well as part of this whole situation. Kevin, we're just addicted to content.
We truly are, Damon. I think if you and I could be live 24 hours, 7 days a week,
We do
talking Arizona ball, maybe talking some miscellaneous topics, we would do it.
Josh, from the Cardinals chat says he's an ASU fan, but he's rooting for Arizona because ASU never makes it. I'd say Josh is very much in the minority when it comes to ASU fans.
Either way, though, ASU, this is their Super Bowl. Either way, we've discussed it.
I saw tweets today from some decently prominent ASU accounts that were like it was like, I love my Sun/Blue Devils, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Gross.
Pretty fitting.
Erica says, if they go to a Final Four, I kind of think maybe a 24-hour stream would be a blast.
Well, Erica, you would be involved, so.
Shane, what was that? Shane says no. Sorry, guys. I guess me and Damon are just going to have to get our rest. Yeah.
Cadillac.
So I guess Shane's in the same boat as you, Damon.
About a national championship?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I listen, like I understand the
Cam
comparison
Johnson?
of yeah.
Where's Puff? The yacker. The vomiteer.
Cam almost came to U of A too, and he's obviously a North Carolina guy, so you know he hates Duke.
You know that is not his real phone, right?
You know he's cheering on his Cats.
You know that's not his real phone, right?
Yeah, of course not.
I hate that type of stuff, though.
Or it might be, but he has 6 phones.
Like
Conrad
Shaq,
is still in the game.
Like Shaq promoting those tiny little cars he can't fit in.
Toby Walker just assaulted a man.
What do you mean?
He just went and two-hand pulled someone's jersey.
Conrad's still in this game.
He's horrible. He's a bad guy.
Conrad being in this game right now, playing this much, is insane to me.
Duke not calling plays for him.
For Cooper Flagg to switch on to him every possession. Dude, Cooper Flagg is automatic in the
He's
paint,
incredible.
Man. God damn it.
Cooper Flagg gives Team USA guys buckets. We've seen it.
Yeah, and that's just, it goes to show just how athletic and lengthy he is, right?
And skilled. Like, he's the entire package. Yeah, we're talking about Conrad Martinez for sure. Wow.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the call.
That is, honestly, I kind of love what I'm seeing from Caleb Ball offensively in this game. Letting the game come to him a little bit.
Cooper Flagg with the Jason Tatum stiff arm on Carter Bryant going to the rack there. A little just going straight to the basket.
We got to be on the same team tonight, Dan.
I like how you shake your head. Like, this is the thing is, like, I say positive things about the Celtics because I can be honest, but you should also be able to be honest and say, yeah, Jason Tatum does stiff arm people
So many
practically
people do
every
that.
drive, but it's his, like,
But I'm saying, like, why is it
that's
the
like
Jason
his signature.
Tatum?
It's like his signature move.
We can rehash this when we're not doing an Arizona podcast.
This is what I'm saying. You can't be honest about this guy. You can't at all.
I'm not trying to be dishonest.
But you are.
All right. Arizona, 34. Duke, 36. 253. And tick.
Nipple got to watch that elbow. I'm fine, dude. Like, get me as many, Cooper Flagg taking 3-pointers as possible, please.
What a tip from Vasar. Literally right into the hand of KJ Lewis, who goes up with that one. That was
right
really
away.
impressive.
Is that the fastest timeout in the history of basketball?
That was a really impressive tip. Look at that.
Yeah, it was.
Right into his hand.
It should be an
He
assist.
didn't even need the other hand if he didn't want to use it. Wow. That's a beautiful shot. The 3 boys right there, KJ, JB, and C Love right there.
Mm-hmm.
Luke, I sent your medic. We're going to be okay, I promise. Just take some deep breaths, I promise. Woo-saw. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, man. This second half is going to have me, like, hyperventilating with a paper bag. Not good for your health, Kevin.
No. Would rather live a short life with lots of national titles though than a long life like an ASU fan. You know what I mean? Am I wrong on that assumption?
Sorry,
I'd rather have heart palpitations because my team is in it than just feel nothing
for
ever.
sure, for
Wake up
sure.
every day with nothing to give me joy.
You do lose like a lot in the process. Clue Haywood on Twitter, who, you know, big time Arizona Twitter account, said, and U of A fan, Kevin, said, a few years ago, my nephew went to Duke's basketball camp and Coach K gave a speech on good hygiene, and then Grayson Allen gave a good speech on sportsmanship. What I'm saying is fuck Duke and bear down Arizona. Coach K on good hygiene is hilarious. Like, you
want to talk about a guy that was hating on Jason Tatum?
Never been a thing that's crossed my mind. Who? Coach K?
Coach K. When he first got there, you know that story? It's a
Uh-uh.
pretty famous story at this point. I didn't know if I had told it already, but to you at least. But when Jason Tatum first got to Duke, he was like at practice and he had some soft ass play that he made. I don't know. It doesn't matter what the exact play was, but it was soft.
Mm-hmm.
His mentality was soft on that practice. And Coach K reamed him and said, "Oh, I get you. You're just a soft St. Louis kid, aren't you?" And apparently ever since that day, Jason Tatum has been the Jason Tatum that we know now. Most hated guy in the league for no reason. Yep, for sure. Suni Lee, welcome to our television screens. Oh, get this dude.
I mean, it's
here.
for some reason. It's partly because the Celtics are one of the premier organizations in the sport, and you know, Shohei Ohtani is one of the most hated players in the league. So is Aaron Judge. That's how sports work. LeBron.
Yeah. Travis Hunter's in this commercial. It should be T-Mac. Facts. You want the best of the best in the commercial? You get T-Mac. You want what's hot right now? What's going to be fine in 4 years? You get Travis Hunter.
Flavor of the month.
Yeah, literally flavor of the month.
Look at Loop, man.
So inspirational.
Dude, something about this era. Look at the coloring. Also, just the biggest travesty in the history of the sport. Damn, Henry almost got up there.
I don't know if Jorge Hernandez is in the chat, but he just responded to me on Twitter and he was saying to my Conrad Martinez getting minutes in the Sweet 16 tweet. He said, "Okay, but why can't E-Man get some minutes too? He has some fouls to give." And I love that mentality. If you're playing ADO series minutes, if you're playing Conrad Martinez series minutes, get E-Man some minutes as well. It's worked for the first two. Why not try it for the latter there? Yeah, I'm with you, Jorge. It could be a fun one.
Emmanuel Stevens, welcome to the biggest moment of your life, man.
Welcome to the freaking show, Emmanuel Steven.
Arizona doing a good job of getting to the free throw line recently, Kevin.
Indeed. That's what you love to see, Damon.
Love it.
I'm cheery about it. I'm happy about it.
I don't know if you could kind of hear, though. I know we have the sound on pretty low, but hearing the Duke crowd, I feel like get into it when it comes to the fouls, which is something to monitor. Getting on the refs a little bit here.
For whatever it's worth, Damon, Duke started this game at a 76% win probability. Duke is currently 64% win probability. Keep chipping away, Wildcats. Keep chipping away. And that is not a turnover. Oh, we have... Bro, can these refs get on the same page? I am tired of these dudes not knowing what the other guy called because they called something different. That's crazy. I wasn't watching for the deflection.
I think Conrad got a piece of it, but I also think that it's one of those situations where it clearly still went off of Knipple. Sure.
Wow.
That is such a bad call.
We've reached our Cooper Flagg. We got to get him to the line moment.
Man, that is a bad call.
Yeah. I feel like every couple minutes you'll have one of those though. Like, oh, we forgot to get Cooper to the line on that last one. We gotta get him to the line on this one.
But for what? For what? Because of tough defense and he missed the shot?
Well, no, I'm saying the refs are gonna like manufacture fake stuff.
I'm saying what's the foul?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wasn't saying that to you.
People in the chat also upset with the call, Damon.
Yeah, because they have eyes.
For real.
I too have eyes.
Chat, how we feeling outside of Luke and Erica? How we feeling? How's our heart rates? Tyler in the chat.
I'm okay right at this exact
got some more Duke
moment.
fans in here.
I'm okay right at this exact moment. But
like we were talking about,
change.
Damon.
Dude, Conrad's run here is unbelievable. I mean, it's just because Jaden's got foul trouble. I mean, it's got to be. Yeah, that
I'm
is
not
a
gonna
foul.
lie to you.
Believe it or no, hey Duke crowd, believe it or not, defending somebody with like this straight into their body as they drive into you is a foul. In fact, a foul. Correct. All these New Jersey freaks who are Duke fans.
You and me both, Ben. I could use some tequila right now.
I definitely could.
Oh my God. I have not had my life juice in so long. That's my power.
I mean, you went out the other week. We were talking about it.
Aren't you supposed to drink water every day? Sometimes there's things you got to do every day to make your...
you were saying it's so long.
Yeah, it's been so long, man. I think it has been like 2 weeks, though. I was being hyperbolic, but yeah.
I've been off my partying mode here.
It's hard. It's hard to find time.
Yeah, certainly.
A lot of Arizona basketball to talk. A lot of Arizona oh my goodness.
Pretty good defense, all things considered, from Trey Townsend.
That was nasty, man.
You tip your cap on that one. And it's situations like that, Kevin, where the fouls on the previous possession become that much more frustrating because Cooper Flagg doesn't need the help from the refs. He's unbelievable as is. You know what I mean? Like, if you play good defense against the guy, reward the defense because it's hard to get stops on this dude.
Caleb Love.
Caleb Love's feeling it. Caleb Love's feeling it.
Caleb Love. He's saying,
right here. Right
this
here.
This is what I do.
Right here.
This is who I am. I'm Caleb effing Love. Let's go. Caleb is locked in. Oh my God. I swung that way too crazy. Caleb is locked in. I said that on my Twitter the other day. John Fonta Johnny posted a photo of Caleb Love and his press availability. And like no smile, no emotion. He kind of looked like Tobe Awaka during the announcement of the seating, the selection Sunday. He was just completely locked in. No words, just focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, we feel like the out of bounds call on Conrad might have been a phantom call. And then the one after that might have also been one as well. Not being hyperbolic, that actually might have been. But this move by Cooper Flagg, crazy. I know we're rooting against him, but that was a crazy move.
Yeah, that's why he's number one.
I know. Damon knows I love greatness.
And hate it when you say stuff like that. And that's the yin and the yang of this podcast. Kevin loves, the not to like, I'm not trying to like shit on you or anything.
It's all good.
Kevin likes a lot of the more popular things, I think, because there's a reason they're popular. LeBron's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's why he has so many fans. And Knippel can't miss. And I hate all of those things.
I did say in my preview of this that it was either going to be Knippel or Proctor. I felt like that really made this game hard for Arizona to win.
Oh, Carter.
No foul, 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 no foul. Dude, he's so fucking good. And then he runs off the course saying, yeah, let's go, man. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate this. That's a tough shot. I hate him, but I hate Jeff Goodman, but I can't even blame Jeff Goodman for that one.
But there's a reason that he tweeted that.
I know. No, I know. That's why I led it with I'm not aligning myself with him in any way, right? I'm just saying that impresses, like, Cooper Flagg is an impressive basketball player, man.
That is devastating.
Like, he is incredible.
That was a devastating way to end the half there.
It was. Yeah, I agree, Javier. Arizona definitely should have held on for the last shot there. And even after they didn't hold on, not being able to grab that rebound at the end.
I don't know how Carter doesn't have that in his hands.
He's trying to
because I don't think he was paying attention to the basketball as much. Because Trey tipped it out. Like if he saw what Trey Townsend was doing, I think he easily grabs it, you know?
Well, Damon, it is halftime. I'm gonna let the people know online that we are still alive and doing this right now. But how are you feeling at the half, Damon? I know you said that was a devastating way to end it, but it was a lot more basketball than just the last 2 possessions. So how are we feeling?
Overall good, but I'm not gonna lie, that those last 2 threes there from Knipple and Flagg were pretty deflating. You know, you feel like you Caleb Love is fired up. He has the game tied. And you know, both of those threes kind of feel avoidable in a sense, and then they both get them. So yeah, it's a unfortunate way to end the half down 6.
I think Ben sums it up well here.
What does he say?
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I think that is a good way of summing it up.
yeah.
So you're tweeting from our account right now that,
I am indeed.
that
Yeah.
we're still alive and we're talking halftime. Cool. Yeah, you got to take that last shot there if you're Caleb Love. I hate that decision, especially because like he wasn't open at all.
It was a deep shot, right?
It was a really deep shot and it was contested. He was feeling it, and I love that he's feeling it, and I want him to take the shot. Like, I want him to have the ball in his hands, but I want him to take it as time expires. And then if you're down 3, you're down 3 at half, you know? Like, you live with that. You're down 1 possession. For some reason, 6 just feels like 3 points more, Shane. You know? It does feel like a lot more.
This game legitimately should and could and should probably be tied.
Yeah.
And you're down 2 possessions, basically 3. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
If
tough
I was a
spot to
Juve
be in.
fan, I'd be sick. I'd be throwing up. I'd turn the game off. I'd just watch you guys. I'd start the post game show now.
You know, honestly, like my biggest thing is like you got to take the last shot.
That was such a great half.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was.
a really good.
It was
high
an incredible
level.
half of
That was one of the
basketball.
greatest halves of basketball I've seen Arizona play.
Yeah,
Really high level.
that's why I'm so docile right now. Like I'm pretty chilling. Like I'm not too worried. Like Cooper Flagg.
No, Kevin, that's why it sucks. Now it's over. What's that 1% at now, Kevin?
Let's find out. Actually,
I'm gonna go with 73.
That's actually a really good question.
Yeah, definitely got to have a better second half than that from Carter Bryant.
It's pretty high. Win probability right now for Duke, up 6 at the half, 82.5. No,
I mean,
it
yeah,
does mean nothing, but
they love
it is
that
a higher number than I would have
teams like
assumed
to.
based on the score and the way the half went. You know what I mean? Man, yeah, not the time or place, but that was cool as hell. That was cool as hell, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I hate you sometimes, man.
Good question. How many minutes does ADO have? Yeah, we're with you, Jordan. We don't know how Arizona's taking that shot with 9 seconds left. You got to give yourself a chance to end the half with the ball. Sean, with the optimism that we need right now, I feel like we're gonna come out the half hot. Hell yeah, Sean, let's get it going. You know, Shane over here trying to say that he'd be sick. He would be.
Hey, Kevin, watch this.
I can't watch anything.
Just watch. Damon, look at Rusty's comment on YouTube.
How is Arizona getting all the calls?
I mean, we've gotten a lot of calls. I don't think the refs have been. I think the refs have been too involved in the game. I wouldn't say that they've been like necessarily. Like, what? Yeah, no, it's very
Yeah, I mean,
even.
yeah.
Yeah, they've just been calling way too much.
I really haven't had that big of an issue with them. I agree with Damon. I think some of the calls have been a little bit soft, but I don't think they've been unfair in either one direction. You know what I mean? So
I think the block charge thing was pretty egregious.
yeah,
But
I don't know what that is, though.
yeah, we still don't know. I mean, I'm sure the play-by-play somewhere has it, but I know the buzzer beater hurts and all of that. We're looking at a comparison here. Caleb Love, honestly, kind of a. Did you feel like he had 14?
yeah,
All right.
he hit 3 3-pointers.
Well, yeah. Yeah, never mind.
And a bunch of free throws.
I guess my memory's just bad. Never mind. What was I gonna say though? But yeah, no, honestly, I was saying that if Arizona can come out of the half like up or down within 5 in that range, I feel fine. This is 6. I know the buzzer beater hurts. Excuse me, but if you're an Arizona fan like me, I feel like you got to feel fine about this right now. I feel like you have to feel like Arizona has a chance to win this game. If Arizona comes out with the same or higher level intensity than they did in the first half, I think that they do have a great chance to pull off the upset here. You're gonna have to find a way to get downhill with consistency again, get back to the free throw line, and yeah, I mean, and this is
Can't believe he made that three, man.
yeah.
Great game though, you know. Is that right? Luke says that we were trailing at 6 by half at half in 2011 as well.
Can you fact check that?
Yep.
Goat.
I know Arizona was down. Yep, down 44-38. Pretty similar spot. Dominated the second half. Who's our Derek Williams? Trey Townsend. They had like 6 NBA players on that team. How about the Plumlee bros? How about those
Seth
guys?
Curry.
How about those fellas? Yeah, how about Seth Curry? How does that make you feel? Ryan Kelly, dude? Lakers legend? Arkansas, man.
Arkansas.
Looking like the end of the road for Texas Tech.
Calipari ball. Calipari ball.
Yeah,
Starting to do the
being down
Calipari
12
thing.
to Calipari and a 10 seed Arkansas would certainly feel a lot worse. Yeah, Ben's putting it in the chat. He's on the same exact wavelength as us. He goes, at least we're not like Tech being down 12 to Arkansas.
Facts. Or Baylor already eliminated. Or Iowa State already eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
Or ASU never in contention.
Mm. Ultimately, this is where you have to keep them, though, Kevin. We talked about it. Like, I think the route to victory is keeping it close until you pull away. Kind of like, and again, like I made this comparison, and I know that it's not apples to apples because Arizona isn't Princeton. Arizona is a 4 seed, and Princeton was a 15 seed. But in that game, Princeton stayed tight with Arizona. They got out to a lead late and forced Arizona to make massive shots to come back, and they couldn't do so. I think you got to put Duke in a similar spot. Get this back to tied, get up about 2 to 4 points at the end of the game and make Duke beat you. And if they do, then they do. But at least you gave yourself a shot, right? So I think that's where you're not lost yet, but the way you come out of half is going to be pretty big here because you can't let Duke get on a quick run to start half,
Very true. But yeah, no, I kid about the mic being far away thing while I drink water. But yeah, no, it's very true, Damon. Like you do have to come out in the second half with a quick start. Like I alluded to it, but I guess I'll put it in like a metaphorical way. You have to throw the first punch in the second half. Like you have to be the more physical, more aggressive, more tenacious team.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we had 14 in the first half, pretty solid half. You're gonna need Caleb Love to maintain that level of production into the second half as well. Jaden Bradley's gonna have to take more of a front row seat to this one. You can't. At this point I love criticizing our marginal players because once I do, they start acting like NBA prospects. So can't have Conrad Martinez playing too many minutes in the second half of this one because it probably means Jaden Bradley is in foul trouble. And that's no shade to Conrad Martinez, who played pretty serviceably in this one so far. But I think it is an indicator of your best point guard, JB, not being able to play the minutes that you want him in that moment. So overall, Damon, what do you think is the biggest X factor in this second half for Arizona if they're going to pull off the upset?
I think you got to get some points in the paint. Got to get some easy buckets, some good looks, force a couple more fouls on their bigs. I think you did a good job of getting to the free throw line, obviously, but got to score some of those opportunities down low. Can't be having Henry Vasar when he's about to dunk getting the ball poked loose or missing a bunch of layups. I think you got to get some of those easy shots to fall, Kevin, because certainly like Cooper Flagg when he drives it in and he gets his wingspan and his verticality up there, like he's practically just putting the ball into the basket.
Yes.
So it's like that. you gotta match that, accessibility to getting points that Duke has. Yeah, you're looking at 22 points in the paint for Duke to 6 for Arizona right now. I think that's a pretty big indicator of what we're watching.
Very well said. Very well put. And that is a huge.
Didn't know that before I that was an eye test thing.
This guy just knows ball. But yeah, no, that is a huge indicator of where Arizona's at in this game, and it's also an indicator of what the eye test has been telling us already, Damon, as you alluded to, because we were talking all in this first half about how Arizona is struggling to get past their man one-on-one at times, and how hard Duke is playing in order to make sure that Arizona can't get into the paint, right? So, again, Arizona's got to get that floater game working. Got to get the bigs involved as well. It's early still, but maybe I was wrong about Tobe Awaka in this matchup in terms of him being as effective as I anticipated. He has played well in this game, but I don't think he's given us Arizona the paint presence that I might have anticipated, Damon.
Yeah, you need him to kind of be louder with the rebounds, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I know I'm not expecting it necessarily to be Oregon level, but when Arizona played Oregon, Tobe Awaka was literally taking over the game with rebounding.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of that, and I'm not saying for the same stretch of time or whatever, but just, a couple possessions here and there where it's just like he's just fighting for an extra possession, getting it for you, because, you're going to need to win on the margins to get this one. And then, of course, we're watching the highlights right now. Alabama next on deck, hitting, 43 pointers in a basketball game.
We were wrong about BYU.
Well, we were right about that game being the highest scoring game in NCAA history.
Correct. We were just wrong about BYU winning it.
Yeah, but I think you're allowed. You're allowed to miss on Sweet 16 matchups if you have the, right two teams in place.
I know. I was just saying we predicted wrong.
Fucking idiots. How could you be so stupid?
Bama 113 is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Shane, did you
60 shots and 45 of them were threes or something?
Did you think about taking the over?
I did.
You did take the over? I wanted to, and then I was just got scared. Really? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a lot.
That is kind of a
when
lot.
It's that high, that's kind of a lot.
I hit a total bet by 1 point the other night, so I feel like 15 would be quite good peace of mind.
How are your bets doing, Kevin?
How are my bets?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, they're all results based, to be honest with you. So
You know what hurts? That I had that Arizona first half money line super boost, and you have a shot there, 42-42, and then you give up those 2 threes. Unfortunate. Plus 450, we could have cashed it right then and there. I have a decent amount of money on Arizona to cover the spread, though 9.5 overall. So
I have spread and money line, Damon Dog. Spread and money line.
let's get that money line, brother.
Yes, indeed. How do we feel about X Factor in the second half player wise for Arizona?
Yeah, I think you got to go Conrad Martinez.
I agree. Honestly, I was gonna go Emmanuel Steven.
Sure.
I think you throw E-Man, big man down low and just throw a different look at Cooper Flagg.
Mhm,
He might just start shaking in his Nikes.
I
Trying to figure out.
doubt they've scouted for Liam Lloyd.
That one got me, man.
Got Ernie too. Legitimately X Factor. How about KJ Lewis?
Yeah, really.
I feel like
yeah.
he hasn't been. KJ is typically, and I'm not going to say he had a bad half, but he's typically a very loud player.
Mhm.
Even when he's not playing his best basketball, you see it. It jumps off the screen at you. Right now he's a little bit quieter than usual. I think you got to have KJ making some impact plays, maybe a couple steals, lead to transition opportunities for Arizona, and some easy points put up on the board here.
2 points, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. 1 for 3 from KJ Lewis thus far in this one, Damon. Kind of alluding to your point there.
Very quiet. Very, very quiet. Dude, I need
Dude,
a
it looks like
beer.
a milk dud. Sorry, that was rude. That was very rude. The guy in the commercial does look like a milk dud, though.
Oh, you said his head looked like a milk dud. I got you.
I guess his whole person did, but yes. Yes. That guy.
I do need to crack a beer, man.
Right? Shane, is there drinkable tequila? That's a no. Yeah, man. Tequila time.
They're saying you need rally cap your hat here.
Backwards. You want me to rally cap my hat over my head? So like you, Damon, you're the baseball guy.
I think
here.
we save it for later.
You're the baseball guy. How does that work?
Yeah. I don't want to ruin the structural integrity of our beautiful Brandon Bills hat.
I just got that hat today, technically.
But you would technically
Shane does have tequila.
one of these situations.
Well, yeah, okay. So I'll wear it like that?
Yeah.
That's wild.
No brand tequila.
Wow.
It's real. You guys just want straight tequila.
Sure. I mean, if things go well, I would be indulging. If things don't go well,
You're talking about if you win.
yeah.
Oh, this is like staying in my. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
We can pop this.
That's crazy that he was. It's crazy that he was gonna offer us tequila if I was like, yeah, let's do it right now at halftime. But when I was like, if Arizona wins, we should have tequila. He was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. He's saying we'll break it out later when it matters. Okay, got you.
How do you think they chose?
I'm willing to give it to you now,
Yeah.
but there's not really a point in saying I will give it to you because there's not going to be a time we're going to.
Henry played great defense there on that possession too.
Tough.
What a corn.
Look at Con Knipple. Con Knipple, and I mean this with no disrespect. I mean it literally. He looks like an extra in like a high school basketball movie. Like not the main character. Kind of like the
Coach is right.
Yeah, like what was like Shane's going, the coach is right. Or like the dude from the commercial where he's like, I didn't foul him. Or like he tells on himself, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eric, I have no idea. I'm guessing about like 5 minutes here. But yeah, we're gonna be getting back started hopefully pretty soon here in the game.
Yeah, you know how these nationally televised games go towards the end of the year. You gotta milk all your ad time as you possibly can.
You brought all the sea lions that are being poisoned
What?
by the algae in the water? It's horrible.
No, Shane, I didn't hear about all the sea lions that are being poisoned by the algae in the water as we 150 sea lions.
One of them attacked a surfer because he was like losing his mind. It makes them go like feral mode.
No, new post game. We're actually gonna be talking about the what the algae is doing to the sea lions.
If you're in SoCal, like stay away from the beach. Like don't disturb them.
Dude,
On that note,
a love game winner would.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like.
I wasn't done talking about sea lions.
But I was on that.
If there's a love game winner, like I'm gonna like just like run and dive into the television. Like that. I don't know how I would act.
I was gonna ask everybody in the chat for a second half prediction based on the score we have now. How are we feeling? I know we have the poll in the chat for the vibe check. But what is your official prediction? Drop it right now in the chat. You have a whole half of basketball to work off of. Me and Damon did one pregame. We had nothing to work off of except for the first game and the seasons that they played, which is like over 30 games. But so we had maybe quite a lot to work off of. But you have the more relevant half to work off of. So drop your score predictions. Sean Campbell says 76-87 final score. I'm assuming he framed it that way because he's saying Arizona will lose this game. Unfortunate, but I appreciate your prediction.
Does seem that way.
Yeah, it does. It does seem. I mean,
drop a
literally,
like on this video if you guys are in here. We appreciate you guys and all 100 or so of you watching.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
If you have a friend that's sweating this game, tell them to come get sweaty with us. You know what I mean?
Gano DEO says we're fried.
We fried is a funny ass comment.
Microwave vegetable and bland chicken.
That's the Con Knipple way.
Yeah, that's Cooper Flagg when he hits a 3-pointer.
All right, see, that's not even true. That's not even true.
Yeah, that is true though, because like I said, right when the moment when he said, "Let's fucking go, man," that's corny, but also exactly what I would do if I was in his shoes, because we are white men, and that is what we know.
I just feel like Cooper Flagg.
That's what we know.
Has more oomph to like his stuff than Con Knipple does.
Let's freaking go, dude.
Anyway, but yeah,
in slow motion, hard.
Dude, Jim Jackson's lineup is clean. He got the Jalen Rose cut this week.
Mm-hmm. Same barber.
Same
sure.
exact, like whatever barber Jalen Rose flew out, Jim Jackson said, "How can I get a booking?" I ain't never seen Jim Jackson look that clean. I'm not saying he looks not clean most of the time, but I ain't never seen him look that sharp.
Dude,
You know
this
what I'm
guy's so good. There was the Tatum stiff arm, Shane, if you didn't see that. Nasty move. It is kind of inhumane.
And we're coming back for the second half for those in the chat that
some people are saying unfair. Some people are saying ban him from the sport.
That
both.
That's
Both-
kind of that was
both
kind of
of
a
'em.
crazy comp there, Damon.
Both of
In
them.
the first 13:30, Cooper Flagg pretty quiet. In the last 7 minutes, it was where he did the majority of his scoring there in that game. So, or in the half, I mean. Yeah, here we go. Second half.
Underway.
All the marbles are on the table.
Bear down. If you guys are logging off, we'll be live for post game. So make sure you guys are here for that. But if you're checking out the second half with
Caleb
us,
Love.
stay locked
Gross.
in. Ooh.
Gross.
I don't mind the shot. Like,
I don't mind it either.
at
but it
half,
looked
I thought it was a decent
gross.
look, but really, really bad execution, obviously. Not the most encouraging, and now I'm scared to death of Tyrese Proctor with the
Yeah, because he's
basketball
been
in his
really
hands.
quiet.
Yeah.
And he'll get his eventually.
Yeah.
Concanipple is wow. What? And one on that?
How was that a shot?
Not a good start to the second half here. Not a good start to the second half, Damon Dog.
No.
That's really tough. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, this team's winning it all.
Fuck. I seem to be the only guy who has faith in this team left in this room.
Duke's a lot better than Florida. Yeah.
Neither of those teams are better than Arizona. What are we talking about? This team still has life. They're
Both
only
those-
down 9.
Kevin, we can say both those teams are better than Arizona. The tournament doesn't always, the best team doesn't always win, and mostly they don't. Frankly, Arizona's had plenty of teams that were the best team in the
Tobe
country.
Awaka! Tobe Awaka! He doesn't care who's the best team.
Big bucket.
He cares that he's the biggest beast. Tobe Awaka. Doing his thing. We need a Vasar hammer in this one. Shout out AZ
Yeah,
Cats
definitely.
G. Oh my god.
Can we get a little bit of sound, Shane?
No way.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, where this guy is unstoppable if he's going to make his shots. But when he's going to miss his shots because you're playing decent defense, I wouldn't even call that great defense. He's not even smothering him. But he does have two hands up and he's in his body, right? But you can't, like, he doesn't need the bailouts like that. He doesn't. He's too good.
Brian Scalabrine mentioned?
God, that is such a bad call. I mean, you couldn't play more legal defense if you tried, Shane.
I'm serious. Like, if he bumped
No,
the
I know,
ball-
yeah. It was just funny
They never
miming.
call that. They never call lower body contact.
JB to
Need
ADO,
that.
3 letters, no points. To
Good
Trey
tip.
Townsend, go up with that. Grow a foul. Oh, my
man.
God.
How do you not score that?
I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on that. Yeah, that's actually a great point. Well, I don't think he's tall enough to just. He would have had to let go at some point, no?
Need to start putting some stops together. Honestly, this might be one of those games, Kevin, where it's like if they're gonna, the refs are obviously gonna be on their. I think they want to call a whistle when Cooper Flagg in particular doesn't make the shot, right? Like they're gonna want to blow the whistle. You're gonna need to turn these guys over.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like if they're gonna miss shots, they're just we see it when Cooper Flagg has a post up and he misses it. It's just that's a foul. Might as well. Oh, yep, that's contact. Let's call it on whoever's guarding him. I think you're gonna need to get some steals here, 100%.
No look after splitting the double, and they hit a 3.
12-point game here.
He's so good, man. Cooper Flagg is incredible. Splits the double. No look pass. On the money. The bottoms. Damn. Oh, I can't wait to go home and drink some whiskey. That's what I need right now. We're just going to eventually go through all the hard alcohols that we need to get through this one. You know what I mean? No, but this team is driving me to drink tonight. Cooper Flagg is driving me to drink. Should we hit up our friends at DLLS and see if they have any more of that magic stuff?
Leah wants to change your vote in the poll.
Yeah, no, for real. We might need a panic meter now.
Yeah.
That's real, Howard. It is gut check time. Gano. Koa and Carter season. Gano is mentally moved on. Oh man. Yeah, that's real.
I am
real,
unwell.
Leah, I feel like I went from I don't know to bad pretty quick. D-backs are also losing right now, so
I put scared as well on the poll.
They relieved Gallon to start the 5th, Josh? Oh my
yeah,
god.
he's given up 4 runs.
Yeah, but I knew they were losing. I just didn't know what was going on in the game.
Guy's giving up a run.
Like, I didn't know
inning.
I didn't know what inning it was. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
4 walks.
That's our ace.
83. 40.
Dog, not having Corbin Burns go night 1 is insane work. Just objectively insane. But that's why it's baseball.
Of course, my Paul Skeens to get a win bet was going to cash, but they hit a walk-off.
Well, no, it wasn't going to cash. They gave up a run to tie it in the 8th. It was horrible.
No, I know, but I'm saying they came back from behind, tied it, then hit a walk-off and won the game when the Pirates had it in their hands. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Silver Indeed, who bet the over for the total, which is currently looking good, they say. Sean in the chat also saying the over 154 looks very nice. That's real.
Yeah, man. I agree, Josh. Not encouraging stuff from Zach Gallen.
That's where we're at on the Arizona Duke watch along. We're talking D-backs baseball right now. Down 12. My math was good there, Damon. Carter Bryant, big 3 if you got it, and that's the absolute bottoms. The net didn't even move.
I mean, that is the 3
that's
of
an
a
NBA
fucking
player shot right
stud.
there.
Yeah.
That's an NBA player play. That's a pro move. David, that is not factually correct. There are 17 minutes left in this game before it is over.
I need some turnovers, man.
Yeah, you and me both.
That's the other thing about these guys is they're all towers, and yet they don't turn the ball over.
They're skilled. They're
It's
huge.
shocking.
They're disciplined. They're efficient. They're well coached. What else I got? I can't really say well conditioned, really, because come on, Maliwak was throwing up.
Yeah,
earlier
Henry's
this year.
open.
And 1. Hello? No foul?
Like Trey Townsend is getting a call.
You can't.
But I'm saying
But
that's
he
been a
got
foul
fouled.
all game, though.
Going straight up?
What do you mean going straight
Ooh,
up?
I don't know about that.
I actually don't know about that, yeah.
All I'm saying is you can't hope for a foul on Continental. You got to score the puck.
Well, I think a lot
I
of
hope
times
for
when
a
you
foul,
get
and what's a foul?
when you get a big small matchup like that, if you're gonna you're forcing them to foul you essentially in a lot of those positions. That is a huge turnover. Yeah, this one looks like it's slipping, folks. The offense just doesn't. I know that they scored 42 in the first half, but it wasn't like a good offensive like philosophy. Like it wasn't like that wasn't sustainable necessarily.
Oh my god, dude. Insane oop. Carter Bryant overcommitted on the steal. Almost got it to his credit, but
It's the third
Cooper
alley-oop
Flagg
to Malawak.
Cooper Flagg scoop alley-oop. Scoop alley-oop. Alley scoop, says Shane to my left. Not even that one. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it does feel like the Gritty Boys have kind of run out of gas here, so to speak. I'm not saying they're tired, but it feels like their car is running on E. You know what I mean? They still have all the desire to get to their destination, but that car is saying, big fella, we don't got no gas in the tank. You ain't going nowhere. And Cooper Flagg is this team isn't this.
You're telling me you hope Houston doesn't beat the dog shit out of these guys? I want Houston to beat these guys so bad.
My comment about Houston was in a vacuum about them winning the national title. I feel like that would hurt my feelings because
we were close to them.
They're just the team that Arizona just can't get over the hump against.
But then they're
in a 1v1 matchup, Duke versus Houston.
To go to the Natty
I don't care. I don't care who wins that game. Arizona couldn't beat either of those teams this year if this result holds. Why do I care? You can't win that matchup, really.
Rather the conference opponent won, rather the
fair and valid argument.
Team that we, had closer matchups with, and
fair
rather
and
than
valid
the team
argument.
that blew us out twice.
Fair and valid argument. But I'm just saying I wouldn't be watching that.
Extremely unlikable.
But whatever. I guess I'm just saying like I wouldn't necessarily feel some type of way about either team because that's gross. It's gross.
Okay.
We can agree it's gross. Right?
I don't know. I don't think it's gross to have a rooting interest in
I'm saying the matchup would be
team.
gross. The matchup would be gross.
Again, I don't have any problem with Houston. Just like I don't have any problem with Texas Tech or BYU or any of those teams. I like the Big 12 teams in general. I used to root for all the Pac-12 teams every tournament too. Like Oregon State, and I think USC had a pretty decent run as well with the Mobleys. Duke is so fucking good.
Yeah, they're incredible. Like we were talking about it all week. Like we preview this matchup in the context of how Arizona can upset Duke, right? We never once indicated that we expect Arizona to look like the better team overall.
Yeah.
If Arizona were to win tonight, if they were to come back in this game, for example, but I'm talking pre-tip, right? If Arizona were to win this game, it would have looked like a gritty, nasty one, right? Where they made Duke play below Duke's level. Because Duke is, in large part because of this kid, Cooper Flagg, is just seemingly a tier above everybody else right now.
SB 1993, like he's right. He says that Arizona needs to get physical with Flagg, and it's like the truth. Like, yeah, you do need to get more physical with him, but you can't.
Can you? Yeah, can you really?
You're not allowed. You're not being allowed to. So,
what an interesting name. Just like on its face, Khan. Interesting name.
I don't know, Henry. He looks pretty damn good tonight, man.
What was being said here?
Said that Flagg's okay, but he's not as good as he's made out to be.
With all due respect to Henry's comment, genuinely blows my mind when I see comments like that. Like it makes me feel like we're not watching the same game.
It's kind of like the overrated chant at like a team after they beat you or something, where it's like Cooper Flagg is awesome, and like if he was the reason that we lost, like it's because he's the best player in the country.
Cooper Flagg right now, and I'm talking at a collegiate level. I'm not talking about pro level or none of that. Cooper Flagg is making plays in this game that only Cooper Flagg can make right now.
Yeah, I mean he's the best player on the floor. It's not even close.
He's the best player in the country.
You need a lot
it's not
more
even
of that
close.
right there. You need a lot more of that.
Bang that.
Yeah, it's too much.
He hesitated. He didn't shoot it confident. He looked behind him first. Clint, if you were correct, congratulations, but also bittersweet to be correct about that, right?
He did. He was saying that in our chat.
We do have some smart chatters, Damon. We do have some smart chatters.
Well, Clint's an Oregon State fan.
I think Henry Vasar just had his arm up Mollywock's jersey on that one. Did anyone else see that?
Henry's not playing a good game.
No. KJ mid-range. Oh my God. He certainly
was out there, yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
He definitely stepped.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, no, he did, right? Okay, yeah. Okay.
You got me thinking I was crazy.
Damon, 14 minutes left in this game. You and I are doing a post-game show after this. So if you're in this chat, we expect to see you in attendance. If you really like Arizona, we expect to see you in attendance for the post-game show.
We'll either be eulogizing this season or talking about one of the greatest comebacks in Arizona basketball history here.
God, I said we needed a Henry Hammer earlier, and that was almost the one. That was almost the hammer to be all hammers. That was almost majestic. Sometimes Henry Vasar does stuff, and I just want to send it to ARP and make it sports and see what he can do with it.
I don't know, Henry. He's pretty damn good, man. He's a really, really good player. Who does he remind you of?
Me?
Cooper Flagg.
Really bad with comps. Because he doesn't remind me, like, I'm really bad with...
Josh Smith.
Shane says Josh Smith.
He's such a better shooter than Josh
Mollywock
Smith
looks
is.
like he got poked in the eye or something. I mean?
I feel like I saw someone say this, and I kind of like it, like prime Kawhi.
You think?
Yeah, I kind of like it. He's a really good playmaker, similarly to Kawhi.
But
as he throws down his fourth alley-oop of the night.
But Kawhi's defense is his calling card. And while Cooper Flagg is good at utilizing his size and athleticism to be a good defender, I'm not saying he's a poor defender. He's not the one-on-one defender that Kawhi Leonard is.
I think it was more of an offensive comparison.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, I was asked like
stylistically.
I asked like what his comp was though. Like I was asked like that question, so I'm thinking in that context. You know what I mean? Like what his overall comp is.
I think it was just the way he handles the ball on offense and scores and whatnot. He offensively.
Give me Iguodala. I don't know why that popped in my head. Duke's ability to stay connected defensively, shift, and not that's insane. Duke has made 19 of their last 22 field goals. Jeez. I don't mean this in a good way. I just mean it in like a way. 20 of your last 23? Is that what it was? 20 of your last 23. That's crazy. I know. That is the impressive part. Shane, to my left here, brings up that it's all been dunks and layups for the most part.
What?
And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I spoke to how you have to be watching Duke's players off the stuff like that, off of the second action. They're really good at cutting, not off the first action, but off the second action, making it hard on your bigs and your wings to stay on their hip. They do it from the corner. They do it from the wing. Cooper Flagg just did it there from, kind of around the free throw line area. Incredibly difficult team to guard. Incredibly difficult team to guard. Insane stat that is being relayed to me right now. Duke is currently doubling up Arizona's field goal percent. Duke is shooting 70% from the field, Damon.
It's 38 to 8 points in the paint, which explains it fully.
That's crazy.
They have 30 more points in the paint because they're getting easy buckets, and Arizona can't even get into the paint.
Correct.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. They're shooting 70% right now.
Tobe looks shell-shocked. He looks shell-shocked. Like he looks like he just got back from war. I don't know what else to say.
Damn.
Well,
next year, Arizona's going to come back with a vengeance and have a team that on par talent-wise, maybe with this Duke team, but right now they just don't have it. And it sucks that we don't get to do it with Caleb Love, man. That's the part that sucks for me. I wanted to win for that guy. And most of the rest of the team, you know, they have the opportunity to come back. And it's their choice, their prerogative, whether they do or not. And if people leave, you know, it is what it is. I think do what's best for you, but it sucks that Caleb Love, you know, his career ends and he doesn't. I would have loved for him to have been the guy who like got us to the Final Four or something. Would have been cool. Like that's what their misses look like. They like roll off of like 3 times off the rim. Why not take that the first shot? Okay, or make it. Sure. Yeah, at least Caleb's having a good game.
Wow, travel. Well, that's what I was actually going to say before they actually extended it to 18 was that I was going to say, like, for them at the time, for them to be 19 of their last 22 and for you to only be down, what was it, 15? Kind of like there's no consolation to be down 15, right? But statistically, that is impressive, right? To like only be down that. It's kind of just statistically interesting. Maybe impressive is the wrong word. Carter Bryant!
The ASU fans are making their way out, Kevin.
It's all right. We appreciate your viewership. We appreciate you
not
being
in
here.
Our chat on the Twitter streets.
It's okay.
It's confetti time.
Honestly, these are some big no points possessions from Duke. Like this is the time in the game where if Arizona's going to get back into it, this is the moment where they can. Like you can't come back from 18 with 5 minutes left, really, realistically. But in theory, you could with 13, right? And so yeah, Arizona would have loved a basket on that possession to really kind of put more pressure on Duke here. As Cooper Flagg pulling out some dribble moves. Damn. Oh my God. You got to get that board. Mollywalk's been awesome in this game. He looks every bit of 7'2" out there.
Sucks, man. Like Caleb Love is doing what you need him to do. Like this is the game that we needed Caleb Love to have to stay in this game, and there's just no one else that's really stepping up and providing that second and third kind of scoring option for this team right now, Kevin.
Yeah, we when you and I, Damon, were having the conversation earlier this year on the show about why Arizona is an inconsistent basketball team.
Yeah.
I reasoned that it's because, and shout out to Corey Williams for helping me realize this, but I think it's because, I said it was because Arizona didn't have a second option that was consistent. It was JB one night, KJ another, Carter Bryant the next, Tobe or Henry doing their thing. There was no consistency because we knew Caleb Love was the number one option. But every night it was like a who's the second option, right? And I see our guy Mo on Twitter saying that Love has 19 and Arizona's down 14. The second and third guy never showed up. And Mo is correct, but honestly, Damon, like this is a problem that Arizona's kind of had all year, and it's really being magnified when you're playing against a team the caliber of Duke. Who is you have to play a perfect game against Duke, Damon, and that's just kind of where Arizona's at. They're outmatched in this one.
Yeah.
And they're not giving themselves a chance to win by playing above their own level, what they play on an average night. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who is Skywalker says, "Help Caleb, oh my God." And that's kind of where we're at. Arizona failing Caleb. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I mean, just that comment in a vacuum, I kind of don't agree with that comment, like Arizona failing Caleb, because you could argue Arizona got Caleb to this point where he could get them to where they need to be. Because there were some games this year where Caleb Love, who had his most complete season, I think he always brought it on the defensive end. But I think there were some games this year where he was a ghost offensively, and you needed a second and third and sometimes fourth option to pick up that slack. And yeah, and Sky is right. Like Arizona asked Caleb Love to show up, and it's kind of like, you asked me to show up and you didn't show up? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, yeah, you've been showing up all year, but I knew this was my moment, and you knew this was my moment, and you didn't do your job. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that is where you are correct, Skywalker, for sure. But yeah, it is always tough when the player that maybe is the most mercurial is exactly who you need them to be.
Yeah.
And you just can't get the average performance that you got from the rest of your guys on a night in, night out basis. And again, why is that? In part because Duke is incredible. And it's hard to play your best game against a team like Duke.
Yeah. What I wouldn't give, man, to play like
I start the second half.
I said this to you, I feel like off air not that long ago, Kevin, where I was like, I want Texas Tech's bracket. Like the way
you did say that.
out.
You might have said that on the show.
What I wouldn't give to get a matchup against a double-digit seed just 1 year in the Sweet 16 ever. I can't think of one time that we've gotten to play like a team that isn't like the team that we're supposed to play in the later rounds of the tournament. It's always the juggernauts. And that's the thing. That's the underrated thing about March Madness people don't talk about is like, you got to have things break your way too. You got to have the committee, get you kind of a lucky bracket. Like it's such like a, there's so many moving parts to all of this in a single elimination 68 team tournament.
Cesar, you're a funny dude. You're a funny dude. I think that service might actually be dead. I think the feds might have got that one.
Carter Bryant is 1 for 8 from the field right now.
Damn, it doesn't even feel like he's taking 8 shots. Tough from Caleb Love,
really
right there.
Tough bucket.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. I feel the same way, Shane. I do feel the same way. But I do want to address this comment real quick. And Cesar, since you are trying to watch, I wanted to give you an update. It is 75 now to 60. It was 72. Cooper Flagg. That feels like a dagger. That felt like a dagger, man.
Dude, Cooper Flagg is disgusting.
He's awesome,
man.
He's incredible, man.
Travel. How many steps is a guy allowed to take?
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I wanted to address
snatch, Caleb.
I wanted to address Jeffrey Mack's comment here. While I watch, oh my God, Caleb Love matches the 3, brings it back down to 12.
It sucks that Duke fans are going to be victory lapping on Caleb Love on Twitter potentially after this, and Caleb Love is the only dude that showed up in this basketball game and is playing out of his mind. I mean, this 3-point shooting is insane from Caleb Love. He's 5 for 8.
Shane Gillis with a 3.
Dude, it's just like I don't really. I know the solution to that is not getting beat at the point of attack by Proctor there, but like I don't really see how you avoid that in that situation. You make the right defensive rotation and they just make the right play, and that's one of the situations where it just feels like Duke is just the best team in the country.
Yeah, and honestly, Chris here in the chat says most points scored in the game is 23 by Caleb Love. Second most is 8 by Vasar for Arizona. He says embarrassing. Your comment reminds me of the November matchup between these two teams, where Arizona, I think their leading scorer had 14 points in that game, and their next leading scorer also had 8. You just, against a team like Duke, you literally need your best player to be awesome, like Caleb Love is right now, with a huge and one. As he looks like he's literally like trying to will this team by the grace of God back into this game. Yeah, kind of looking beside himself there. But oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Against a team like Duke, you need your star to be your star, which Caleb Love is doing, and we've alluded to it multiple times. You have to have a second guy step up, and you have to have a third guy contribute. And Arizona's had Caleb Love, who's been a star, and some contribution on the margins. But you need a second guy to take charge as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, Howard's saying Caleb Love's gonna have to score 40 in this one. And honestly, he just might, folks. There's still 8 minutes left in this one. Malawak with 4, Proctor with 3 fouls, Knipple with 3 fouls. Oh man. Arizona only down 12 here. Sneaky are the Wildcats.
And you know what they say? That's the most dangerous lead in the NCAA tournament, Kevin. You never want to be up 12. That's how you let them get back into it.
Oof. No foul on Gillis there?
No, that's one of those things that I hate in college basketball.
It won! Caleb Love is seriously taking over in this game right now.
I hate how
in a real way.
I hate how when you dive on the floor in a college basketball game, you're allowed to just play. It's just allowed to be a full-fledged wrestling match. You know what I mean?
Caleb Love is taking over this game right now. Wow. 31 for Caleb Love. Our sweet, sweet star, Caleb Love. Great no call. Transition. Will he go for another and one? Tough shot does not fall. No foul called. Arizona. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. What's going on down there?
That's a foul.
Ah! I don't care what it was. It was a Henry Hammer. Oh my God, Arizona down 8. The gritty boys. The car is not out of gas. We went to the gas station. We got the gallon. We filled it up. We walked all the way back to the car, Damon.
I gotta say, man, at least I think the one thing you can hang your hat on is that this team fucking fights, dude.
Hard.
They were down 19-4 to Oregon, and they were clearly the better team the entire rest of the game. They're down to a team that is considered an all-time college basketball team by about 20 points, and they're finding a way to come back into this game. It's unbelievable. Regardless of what happens, man, this really is like, I think that's why I was so sad for a second there, Kevin, is because I love this roster. Like, genuinely. I know that they're not the most talented team in the country. I know that this isn't the best Arizona team we've ever had, but I find them so likable and so easy to root for. And all I ask for in this game, Kevin, give me a chance. Give me a chance. You know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And we were saying that all stream. Like, Arizona, as long as they give themselves a chance to win,
that's all you can ask for.
You can take it.
Yeah.
And for long stretches of this game, they were not doing that. Arizona, honestly, let's be real. Not Arizona. Caleb Love. Single-handedly showing the team's grit by himself.
Yeah.
Every drive, every make. Caleb Love, if Arizona wins this game, we all have
is
Caleb
the bona
Love.
fide player of
He's the player of the game right
King
now.
of the Court.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sir. I forgot we do it for wins, for losses too.
Yeah, no, Erica says it here in the chat. Caleb Love versus the entire Duke roster, the refs, and also the entire world. Nate, we appreciate you as
Caleb
well.
Love versus the world is so right.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck Scott Pilgrim. You know what I mean? But yeah, once again, shout out to everybody in this chat for experiencing this game with us right now. At this point, win or lose, this game's been pretty incredible outside of that little stretch right there. If Arizona can continue this play right now. Cesar, you are correct. Caleb Love's draft stock is doing the thing right now. It's what's that game from Price is Right? Yeah, the yodeling one. It's doing that. Erica, what energy drink are you on? Erica says that she is like physically shaking, vibrating in the chat.
Shane, would you mind grabbing me an energy drink out of that fridge right there?
Wow. Wow.
Well, I mean, I could get up. I just, earlier it was, no one get up off the stream.
Wait, we have a replay of Jaden Bradley. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. Jaden Bradley certainly.
Oh yeah.
Jaden Bradley certainly pulled Concanipple down on that play.
We're
I'm not
on
gonna
12,
lie to you.
Shane. Yeah.
Chat, how we feel about that play? That was kind of crazy.
The Red Bull.
Whoa.
The right one.
His left, our right. Stage left, the stage left drink.
Please do. I prefer Max to just fight me. Please.
Leah, honestly, Damon and I are probably not going to sleep tonight anyway. Or they're reviewing that.
Oh, yeah, so they did call that.
So they did review. They did review Jaden Bradley. Yeah, okay. So Jaden Bradley definitely pulled Concanipple down. We watched the replay. We all did. The refs did go back and call that, it looks like. And now we got some free throws going down.
Erica, that's a great point. I did buy this at Circle K, so I feel like my reign is kind of a little bit, my reign of grace here is a little bit expanded. Stop in our good friends at Circle K. Use my Inner Circle Rewards number.
Bang. That was a nice crack. You should have did it ASMR style, but it's fine. Oh, that might have been ASMR style. Bang, Henry Vasar. Not nervous. 7-point deficit. 7 points, y'all. That's it. Yeah, this is an obvious one. Not even trying to hide it. Concanipple just absolutely yanked down to the ground by Jaden Bradley. He makes the free throw. Unfortunately,
kind of unfortunate that happened during a timeout sequence.
I agree.
Giving them a chance to look at it when in other circumstances they probably would just be
play
like,
on, yeah.
let's just run. Let's run.
Well, they
did.
They finished that play. Clubbin in the chat, Damon. I want you to read that one. No free ads. But that's a funny one. Shout out to you, Clubbin.
I hope it happens, Clubbin.
Yeah, if Arizona does get within 4, Clubbin is somewhat in a way playing the lottery, folks. Only down 9 are the Cats.
Why is this guy so tall?
Steve Flagg?
No. Yeah. I thought you said Steve.
Steve Nash?
He said Steve Flagg.
Steve Flagg.
That's way harder than Cooper.
Oh, no.
Steve Flagg is way harder than Cooper Flagg.
Gotta stay down on that.
Steve Flagg is the GOAT.
Gotta stay down on that. 11 minutes the lead has grown back to here for Duke. Or 11 points. I think I said 11 minutes.
What a pass from Trey Townsend right there.
Jeez. Oh.
That looked like Concanipple doing the opposite there.
I think Concanipple might have been trying to get his get back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He might have tried to get his get back there.
Still plenty of time in this one, but obviously you can't let them go on any more runs. No room for error.
What is going on out here? Wow. Offensive foul on Duke. Henry Vasar, turn me up. Turn it up. Okay. Down 9 with the ball now. Wow, what is the hook and holds? The hook and holds in this game right now. We got an official review. Everybody set aside the next 3 minutes to talk with us in this chat while they do this official review.
Well, I need retribution.
Can we get a refresh of the poll here? Let me see if I can refresh the poll here.
I need the exact same call that just got called against us.
Chat, I believe we are going to get a new poll in the chat to check in on all of you. So if you would like to direct yourself in that direction and let us know how you're feeling.
Kevin, I don't mean to be dramatic here. I need 2 free throws in the fucking basketball.
Fuck yeah, you do.
This is dirty. That's disgusting. It's the exact same thing. Gross.
Chat poll is up. Vibe check. Get your vibes in the chat right now. Let us know how you're feeling. Great, good, nervous, bad, or otherwise. Type it in the chat. Let us know. Oh my God. Clubbing. You are. Wow. Playing with some big numbers there.
Common foul. That's horrible. That is genuinely horrible. You just saw the same thing and reviewed it 2 minutes ago. And it's the same thing. And you're going to allow them to get away with it.
I feel like it is the same thing because he's hooking under.
100% it's the same thing.
And even if Jaden Bradley wasn't there, he's pre like Jaden Bradley contact. He's willingly falling backwards, welcoming the gravity, doing the thing. So, yeah, I'm with everybody in the chat right now saying nervous, very, very nervous. SB, that is the same call. Tommy Lloyd is going through it on the sideline
because he knows that's the same exact shit that we just got called for. And they gave him 2 free throws out of it. That is brutal, man.
It is very brutal, man. Great. You got to catch that. Oh my God. What?
It was our offensive possession. How like... I'm pretty sure they called that a foul.
It's a foul on the floor. Tommy's saying, how is that a foul on the floor? Wow. I really don't understand that one. This is the exact same play.
Same thing.
It's the exact same one. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Wow. Wow.
I mean, I think Tommy's sitting right there because he's about to get a technical if he says anything to the refs.
Probably. Whew. Stress. I should have worn my non-branded fitness watch today. And I should have tracked my heart rate throughout this stream. There's always next year. Well, yeah. These calls are terrible, Luke. Oh, Henry!
Wow.
Henry Hammer! Henry the Hammer! Henry planting the flag in the stanchion.
And this is where Henry takes over games, right? This is the exact moment Henry puts his stamp on games.
Oh no. Let's see it. Cooper Flagg. He wasn't on Cooper Flagg.
I mean, Cooper Flagg ended up on the ground under the basket.
Yeah, how'd that happen? Can we get a different?
Probably because Jaden ran into him. Yeah. Yeah, Jaden kind of trucked him.
Nick, luckily we don't have the audio up too high to hear all the Duke glazing that's going on the broadcast, apparently. Which I don't doubt, honestly. I don't doubt that they're highly complimentary of their precious ad revenue. More emoji basketballs later tonight.
I mean, you still need a lot to go your way, obviously. Like, that's not going to change. That's not going to, like, be the difference in the game. But, like, that is a pretty brutal.
It is.
I mean, you get 2 free throws there. You make it what? What does that make it? A 5-point game and you have the ball?
Never been good at math.
Wasn't it 7?
Yeah. Oh. This is weird. And I'm not saying I expect him to make these kind of shots because they are incredibly hard. And that's why I'm making this comment. But like Jaden Bradley is so good at making tough layups on the drive that there are some layups in this game where I know that the normal situation is not to expect to make. But like some of these, I'm like, damn, JB didn't get that one to go.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what I mean? Like this one, I actually it's incredibly tough over the 7-footer. And actually on slow motion, it's impossible because I think he actually might have got blocked as well in addition to the foul. But yeah, stuff like that. Some of the night I've been like last year against Clemson, for example.
He did his job tonight.
He did. Ngongba? Yeah. That's what I was saying off the top. Like, really impressive off the bench kind of player. Freshman as well. Rim protector. Tough player.
I mean, he wasn't even like insane, but they just needed him to literally.
No, he's 30.
Just get fouls.
He's
and,
30. Yeah.
Yeah, be a paint presence.
Mm-hmm. That's what he was against Baylor as well. Got into it as well with Baylor. Got a little chippy. Cesar,
Yeah.
we do literally need a double-digit run right now. Literally, they're down double digits. We do need that. I'm with you. I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Need some turnovers. Need him fast.
Man.
It's horrifying that this guy is just like the point guard.
Poof. Cooper Flagg just doesn't move like a college cat. Like
he doesn't move.
He moves like an
6'9",
NBA cat.
6'10".
Like he just moves like an NBA player.
Yeah, I mean, like you don't see dudes like look that fluid as
Get the
like,
board.
like he moves like a guard, legitimately.
Jesus.
Yeah, you felt that one. You saw that one coming from a million
Cooper
miles
Flagg,
away.
man.
I mean,
processing speed, high athleticism off the charts, all of it combined. You have a dangerous player who's telling you, "Give me that shit," as he sends your shit into the 5th row here in Newark. So,
Eric, I highly doubt they've ever called the travel on Cooper Flagg in the history of his life.
you know, we do. Oh, Caleb Love, deep 3. Oh, in and out. In and out.
That could have been
And
huge.
they're slowing it down. And Duke is slowing it down. Yeah, Mom. We're proud of these young men. Whatever. Better win us a damn game. Oh.
Good rebound by Henry. That's a tough board. There we go. Need easy buckets like that. Game's not over, guys. You see Jason Gardner? He wants this shit.
7 point.
Jason Gardner wants
7
it.
points, man. 7. It's just 7 points. They need a timeout. Duke needs a timeout. I also hope Cooper Flagg goes to the Wizards because the Wizards have not had a relevant basketball player that actually wins any games in I don't know how long.
Ever.
Didn't Oscar Robertson play for them?
No. Wes Unseld.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
They won
Yeah.
in like 71 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And now they were the Bullets.
Yep.
I mean, legitimately, like their best player ever is like in like Wizards history is probably like John Wall and then like Gilbert Arenas.
Sorry. But Virgil in the chat, we appreciate your viewership. We don't appreciate the Let's Go Duke, though. I will say that. Cooper Flagg overrated, man. Rooting for Duke is like rooting for the Yankees. Unseld from Louisville.
I guess, like, I don't mean to keep going back to this, but how do you watch those pull downs to the ground happen so in turn with each other and call one way and
within
call
like
the
3
other
possessions of
way?
one another?
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. They just happened. It was fresh in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You just watched it happen and made a separate call.
Dude, making a bit of a joke here, but how could we have possibly convinced Caleb Love that every game was his last game potentially in college for him to come out and drop 30 every night? Because damn, he's been good tonight, man.
Yeah, that's a huge 3.
So, Sion James. Shouldn't have called him Sion Jones earlier.
It's all these. See, it's the bums like Sion James with 5 for 6, where it's like gross, dude. That's what we're doing. KJ, get it out. No.
I wish he would have just taken it up the first time, but it's going to fall. So that's all that matters. Down 8 with 3:50 left. 89-81. Ale. Great reach. Transition, Carter Bryant. Oh, no. They call the block against Cooper Flagg?
And look at him. He's
beside
incensed.
himself.
Cooper is never.
He's like, brother, we discussed this pregame. I thought you said you weren't going to call blocks in transition. I can't believe this, Jeff. How dare you? Yeah, see, he's looking like, no, that's not what we agreed to. Oh my God. That was not our agreement, sir referee. It was a good call, Howard. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we cannot believe Arizona just got a call right now. Maybe the refs feel like the game is out of reach and they can start giving calls to Cooper Flagg, like giving calls against Cooper Flagg. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that reaction from Cooper Flagg.
Competitor, man.
I guess. I don't know that leaning your entire body on the stanchion after they call you for your second foul with 4 minutes left in the basketball game is like how normal people react to things, but sure. Most people are like, nice, let's lock back in. Cooper's like, jeez. Darn it, how dare you guys?
Why do you always do like such a clean version of like he cusses like
Let's
crazy?
Freaking go.
Like if you're a lip reader, like Cooper Flagg is cursing more than you.
No.
And you curse a lot. You know what I mean? I also curse a lot, chat, for the record, but I wasn't trying to single out my guy. I was just saying. I know this is off topic, but we're in a commercial right now, Damon, so I'll bring it to you.
Mm-hmm.
How sad is it? How sad is that Juju Watkins injury, man? That sucked.
It did.
That was awful.
Yeah, it certainly was. USC had a good shot. Women's basketball is in a good place where I feel like there's a lot of teams that can win it this year.
True.
It's not like the typical UConn's a juggernaut. Oh, South Carolina might go undefeated. You know what I mean? It's more of a kind of an open field, and Juju Watkins certainly had a good shot. So sad to see it. Hate to see it. But yeah, it happened so late in the season. Could affect her next year. Tough.
Yep. Very tough. Very tough. Very tough. Are you a peanut butter cup guy? Non-branded peanut butter cup?
If I were talking about eating said peanut butter cup that won't be named,
Yeah.
yes. Are you let's leaving unnamed out of it? Are you a peanut butter cup placed into the form of a circular ovular shape that you get in a packet?
You know who loves that? Reese from PHNX Rising. I bet he has a collection of peanut butter cups in his fridge, and we should call them Reese's peanut butter cups. And if Reese from PHNX Rising had a collection of peanut butter cups, I would love.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I would love Reese's peanut butter cups. Arizona only down 6 with 3 minutes left.
Crazy.
This is an incredible.
It is, and they're playing hard, man. Look
Can
at
I
them.
be honest with you, Damon? We're over 70. We're way over 70. The stats want Arizona to win this game somehow. The trends. Proctor missing threes.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
It might be written in the stars. If Arizona gets a bucket here, we're in business. Down 6, 2:53.
Watch them tighten them up. If you get
Coop?
If you get a bucket here, they're gonna get scared.
Caleb.
Ooh,
it got blocked. It got blocked. Yeah, it's looking. That's going down. Oh, get the board.
Yay!
Yeah, he's insane, huh? He's unbelievable. He's nuts, dude. Every decision Cooper Flagg makes, for the most part, seems correct.
Yeah, he's really good.
And the ones that are incorrect usually are just like poor luck, like him dribbling it off his foot early in the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Brutal to go up against that guy in the tournament. Really, it is. Rip the cords, Carter Bryant. Rip the cords. I would have screamed, but I'm gonna rip my vocal cords, and I don't want to do that. Relax over there.
He was 2 for 9.
Yeah, Carter Bryant, not the greatest game, but a huge clutch shot here in the waning moments of this one. Could prove huge. Arizona trails by 5. Going to commercial here.
Stop in a 3,
left.
man. Stop in a 3.
Producer chair. That's the chair I'm usually in, Damon. The producer chair. I'm here with you, big dog.
Certainly is.
That's how you know it's a big game.
Yeah. Could be pretty much the best game ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get it, man. Just let it slip just a little bit too much. But they've really clawed their way back. They're in it with every one of these teams. Here's the thing, Kevin. They've played a lot of these close games with teams all year, and they've lost, I feel like, most of them against the highest level of competition. Can we get one to go our way here? I just want a close game, some end of game luck to go our way. Is that too much to goddamn ask for?
Would be epic. Not great looks. Wow. Some great basketball tonight. Texas Tech down by 3 against Arkansas in their matchup. KJ Lewis picking up that foul. You have to play clean basketball at this point in the game. You cannot be fouling here. Oof. It almost looks like he got caught on the back of his foot and didn't want to like trip over him. And so he kind of just like went to, you know what I'm saying? Like went to reach out and just, damn, KJ Lewis fouls out. Wow. Wow. That's yeah, man. That's crazy. KJ Lewis fouls out in what technically could be his final game in an Arizona Wildcat uniform. Transfer rumors. Will he stay? Will he go? Whatnot. I hope to see KJ Lewis in an Arizona uniform next season. But he does foul out in this game, Damon. Tobe Awaka shifting on the bench. Man. Damn.
I think Cooper made the most of that.
That's what I was saying. It looked like KJ Lewis was about to trip over the back of Cooper Flagg and was trying to catch himself, but in the motion of all things going on, kind of 2-hand shoved him, and can't be doing that, obviously. Man, cannot have KJ Lewis fouling
Jody
out in
Ayler
this one.
agrees with me. It's an absolute horseshit call, he said.
You tell him, Jody.
Do you see that recovery from Cooper Flagg right there?
Yeah.
That was insane.
Did you see the hook from Carter?
That's it.
Yeah. Arizona misses. 1:10 left in this game. Down 7. Damn. Chat, leave a like if you laid eyes on this Arizona Duke game for even half of a half second. If you watch this game for half of a half second at least, you gotta leave a like.
Switch.
How did Malawak not get that? Actually,
I don't know.
it looked like he literally like dropped it on purpose.
Damn.
Yeah, this one is barring a major miracle, this one is over. 44 and a half left. Arizona down 7. Damn, man. Damn.
Team fought, man. I just want a couple bounces to go our way one year.
A missed free throw was
That's
actually
all.
really big there, Damon. A missed free throw was kind of big there.
You got teams like FAU and NC State every year that go on runs, and meanwhile, we just run into fucking best Duke team ever. The most underseeded team ever in Houston.
Unfortunately, you can only play who you're seated up
Those
against.
those aren't even like jokes. Like
I know.
real college basketball people will tell you that 5-seed Houston was probably the most underseeded team they've ever seen.
Mhm.
And real college basketball people will tell you this Duke team is the best Duke team in Duke history.
And the other best Duke team in Duke history was the best net rated team of all time. This one's the second best.
And the two Tommy Lloyd teams that like had legitimate shots, in my opinion, this one and the Ben Matherin team.
But you can only
ran
play
into both of those teams.
You can only play who is on your schedule, Damon. And unfortunately, Arizona has been matched up with some crazy big teams. And Damon, you and I are going to react a little bit to this. Break it down a little bit further. Maybe Damon will. He might be going catatonic here pretty soon, but at a minimum, I'll be talking on the post-game show. Damon might just be reacting, and I might be breaking it down. But either way,
I might just sit here like this.
yeah, either way, Damon and I will be having a post-game for you guys here about less than 10 minutes, around 10 minutes after this one goes final. And we would have really appreciated if you all joined us there to talk about the season that was, the ending that was, as Jaden Bradley. Now he wants to make tough shots, man. Sorry, JB, that wasn't about you, but yeah, that was about me. That was just like a damn it. Like I was just saying earlier how you know what I'm saying, was narrowly missing tough shots, and now when the game feels out of reach, the narrow misses have become narrow makes. So that was not really about JB. Yeah, Cesar says it could have been worse. They pulled a Suns versus Mavericks game 7. LOL. Oh man. Wow. That would have been great information to tell us prior, Shane. Would have been one. We would have swapped you for Kyle so fast.
Sad boy hours.
Yeah. About to play some Marvin's Room on the way home and get over it. You know what I'm saying? Call me Scooby, because I can't do this anymore. Shout out to Leah.
Caleb Love, career night in terms of Arizona basketball program history. Most tournament points in a single game tonight for Caleb Love. Went out on his sword, went out on top, went out, giving it to Duke like only Caleb Love knows how to, and ends his career 5-5 against Duke, Kevin. So ends with the 500 record instead of that over 500 record like he kind of had the entire time.
Yeah, Sean brings up a good point here. You're as an Arizona fan, at the end of the day, I know this loss is very, very painful right now, but at the end of the day, happy to see Arizona fight back in this second half. They could have laid down. Like they could have laid down against Oregon. It would have been way easier to lay down in this game than it would have been to lay down against Oregon. And Arizona said, no, we're the gritty boys. We fight until the very end. And that they did, even if it wasn't necessarily the result that you would love to have them been rewarded with. I think that sentence made sense. But yeah, very, very unfortunate loss, Damon. Oh my God. Texas Tech has tied the game with 9 seconds left.
Disgusting, man. And that's what happens when you make comebacks against 10-seed Arkansas teams rather than the best Duke team ever. That's why I'm saying I just want to play a fucking 10-seed in the Sweet 16 once, ever.
Did Jaden Bradley try to call timeout there? That's what I'm talking about, Shane. He has made a off the dribble 3 leaning forward after he tried to call a timeout and failed. I get you, but I was more so trying to like rehash our Jaden Bradley thing. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm with you. I was just making sure we're on the same page there. Kyle, it's over. Kyle doesn't care. Sean is comparing Cooper Flagg to Christian Laettner in terms of hating him and in terms of having to watch him and watch your team go up against him and how painful that is. Jebus saying DeLurso should have been in there. Jebus maybe? DeLurso should have been in there in the second half too. They needed the 3-point threat to stretch the defense. Honestly, not a bad take. I hand up. All witnesses in this room. I was wrong about Anthony DeLurso, and I apologize to Anthony DeLurso for being so incorrect about him in this matchup. I'll have to do that on Wax on the post-game show as well. So if you want my apology, make sure to tune in for that at the very least. Tough, as this one's going to dribble out. Caleb Love, one last shot. It is no good. Carter Bryant, no good. And this one's over. Arizona falls by 7 to Duke. Damon and I, in the next 10 minutes, will be going live with a post-game show. Be there or be square. We will rehash the season that was, talk about this game with our guy Saul Bookman, who is live, boots on the ground in Newark, watching this one unfold. For myself, Kevin Thomas, I am at Kevo Post. You can follow me there doing all my stuff. I write, I talk, I post. Kevo Posts. That's where I'm at. This is my guy, Damon Dog. DAMONDAWG. Damon Dog. And we are PHNX Wildcats, the AZ Wildcats podcast. You can find us at PHNX_Wildcats. For that post-game show, check us out on the other side of this. It has been real. It has been fun. It has been real fun. Check out our post-game.